YouTube. You can blame Danny. He's the one who suggested it. So let's see. This one works too. There you are. There I am in my scarf that I made from an Afghan stitch. One of the only two I own. And the pink, yellow hair. Now that I think I can do that. Okay, so, whoops, nope. Okay, now let's hope that we can get remarks in here. And some stuff, watching to live chat, remember to guard your privacy. Yes. Now let's see if I can get chat in my chat. Should have the bodyguard see if I can. If not, here we go again. So let's see. Not that way, not that way. Oops. The places you can park on the weekends are nice because financial district, most businesses are closed. So most yellow zones don't matter anymore. Okay, let's see. Maybe I need to, you know, ooh, no, probably won't help because then...
It still says waiting for my...
It still says waiting for it?
Well, not my YouTube.
On your YouTube. Okay, so...
I might just be lagging for this.
Okay, well, I'll go for a couple of minutes and see what happens. Otherwise, I'll go run back to
Okay,
the...
it's live now. I see it.
Okay, now
Probably
I'm
just
live
the
now.
lag on my part.
Now I'm live now.
And
It's what?
it's inverted. It's tilted.
It shouldn't be. Look at it here.
No.
Okay, let's see. Is that a tilt button? No, let's try this one. Don't you love it? That's why I'm doing it on a Sunday, because nothing happens on a Sunday. So it's got me completely crooked, right?
It's
Oh, so it wants to do me as, it wants to do me like this. Go back on again.
sorry.
Nope, it's still crooked. Because look, now I'm doing it this way.
Well, give it a couple seconds. It'll
Oh.
take a while for me to catch up.
La la la.
There we go.
Okay, but now I'm doing it the way I don't want to do it, which is vertical.
Yeah. Huh.
Huh. I know they wanted it vertical, but I don't like it vertical.
Yeah.
Frickin' YouTube. Let's see. No lighting, no camera action, no. I guess we're gonna do vertical today.
Okay.
I guess because they want you guys to watch it from phones, even though I know a lot of people who watch it from televisions. Yes, I'm out of it, so what? Anyway, hello, my lovelies. How are you today? It's a beautiful sunny day, and I'm not centered. Ah, now I'm centered. Okay. Just slightly off. So, live chat. Now you're supposed to see if you can live chat. Okay. Ah, there you go. Okay. So, yeah, we'll call this a practice day, and I'm sort of like bumping. Considering I use my left hand all the time instead of my right hand. Oh, but there was something I wanted to show you here. And is that... No, honey.
Oh.
No, move away.
Okay.
Is that correct? No, I have to use it on here. Okay. Dove. Safety pin. Safety pin is something used, started with, I don't know, I don't know where it started. You know, one of these days I will do my research. But a safety pin symbolizes sanctuary. If you wear a safety pin, you will give sanctuary when you're doing a protest type thing. So you should wear a safety pin. I wore a safety pin during the whole child college immigrant women power, the women's reproductive rights thing, and that's why have the separate room. So always wear your safety pin. Yep, trying to get on the other side now. There we go. I know, I found it yesterday where I could do it, but didn't do it for very long because it scared me. I have too much makeup on now by accident because I haven't worn it for so long that I have very, very little for my culture, and it still feels like it's a million of it. Oh, and I don't have my volume down again, which means what you hear is other YouTubers notifying me. So, hi guys, did anybody come home from LA? How are you? Your family misses you. Your friends miss you. You will not get your account that you've already paid back. There is no such thing as a freeloader debt in the real world, and you will not have to pay it back. What is your credit score like? Oh God, there's a kid there. Ooh, there's a kid in there. I'm not yelling these things as a kid is in there. He's by a 6, 7? Yeah, accompanied. Okay, so we're turning the aspects to I'm not yelling in that door right now because that's just freaking creepy. Okay, what was I reading about on the way in today? I was reading Scientology's first page. And about the Satan thing. Wow, they only think you have one Velcro ball when you come in. I guess when you go clear, you get to find out you have more Velcro balls. I really seriously need to read this stuff up. And I was reading sentences to the hubby because it was like, does this make sense to you? And he said, nope. So, because I figured I'd do it to, know what I'm playing with instead of going off of what everybody else says I could play with. That, and it would help my brain fog, because I'd have to wind up reading something Shakespearean, but it's not Shakespeare. That's the thing. It's Jung or Freud. Freud wrote crap like that. So that's what it sort of feels like. Because you are what you are, but not if you think you are, sort of thing. God, I don't understand that. Oh, they have the curtains cracked a little bit. Yeah, and you can't not notice me in my, oh, there's a lamp right there. Can you see the lamp? Yeah, see my orange or goldenrod. They call it sunshine, and then at the end of it I have glitter because my world needs glitter. And the safety pin right in front of everybody. Oh, we're not up in the back yet. Well, I'm not going to yell in the front, but I'll yell in the back. So, hi, Layla. Oh, I forgot to look up if I could look. I forgot to look up if I could touch a historical building. Does that mean something? Because 10 to 1, since it does belong to the city country it's in. Does your family miss you? Do your friends miss you? They're having a conversation on, let me see if I can actually, yes, I can turn off my notifications. They're having a conversation at my HOA about white noise. Trains. Well, white noise.
Train ports, right.
White noise.
Yeah.
So, how bad is your credit score? How many credit cards do you have that you know of? And how many credit cards do you have if you looked it up on your credit score? Does your family miss you? Do you miss your family? Do you wish you could see your family at least once or twice a year at the least? Something is not good for you if you can't see your family once or twice a week. And look what I found. Holy deity. Come here, take a look at this. I've never seen this before. I can't believe I was that focused. Look up.
Oh,
Did you ever see that?
that, what do we call it? The cross of the...
The blasphemy? Yeah. Which is so funny. You can tell I'm an ex-Catholic because it's like, the blasphemy? Why should I care? I'm not even religious anymore. That's my grandmother. Church three times a week. But then again, my grandmother used to go to church downtown Oakland, and she would actually say hi and have words with the ladies of the evening, and that's what she called them. So that should tell you the difference between people who are in over their heads and people who mean what they do. It was so cute too, because I'd stop there and I'd look at them, and my grandmother would walk away, and my grandmother would say, people need to do things to survive. Does your family miss you? Do you want to write a letter to your family telling them that you're alive and you love them? There are people looking at me. They're about to put the curtains up. Do you miss them late at night when you're by yourself? Are you tired of having 6 roommates? Are you tired of having to split dinner 6 ways? Do you want a latte when you want a latte? Do you have the money for a latte? Do you wish you could see your brothers and sisters? I know they wish they could see you. Do you miss going to college? Did you want to go to college once and then found out you couldn't because you were here and had to be put into an org? You don't have to if you don't want to. Their family misses them. They would love to see them. They would love to even know they exist and maybe where they are. There's nothing wrong with that. It's a public putting up curtains. If they could write their families would probably not have to suffer from the anxiety that they have. Isn't the point of these people is to clear the world? You can't clear the world with anxiety roaming around, and people who don't connect with their families or friends have produced anxiety. When you're clear, you're not clear, you've got more thetans. You're not the only thetan in the world. You should not have to buy another course just because it had a semicolon in it. I'm sorry you're helping these people. That was a public. He closed the door. Yeah, it was a public who came. He's looking at me in like regular jeans and the hair a little bit longer than it should, and yeah. So it was like no, it was probably public. Remember, because they do come in, so they probably asked him to put him up because he had people running upstairs. They run upstairs. I could see the stairs with the sun coming in, with that curtain open. Probably that was open. Probably what helped that I could see the sign and I could see the sun. Family, friends, embassy, library. I found my notebook. The bodyguard picked the wrong one up from my desk in the bedroom. And when I looked up, I have 3. So I'm actually not surprised. So, but trying to be a positive person on the planet Earth has actually been helped me not be a bratty person in real life. Because I'm slightly bratty, go figure. So, knowledge is power. See, little boy would understand that. I gotta think of things that are child friendly. So, there are people. Yes, Jesus broke bread with the prostitutes and thieves because they needed compassion the most. Yes, that was my grandmother's point of view, was that if Jesus could talk to, and this is what she called them all the time, the ladies of the evening, I would want her just to say it and have, make up stories, that if Jesus did it, she should do it and not have, to worry about it. So I think she might have brought like tortillas to them once in a while or something. They loved my grandmother. It was funny. Fallen Catholic. Layla's a fallen Catholic, can't get some of the doctrines, although I believe in a greater being. Would you believe? I don't believe in it, but I have a crucifix in my purse. It's, you know what, cover them all. You know, I have the Superman panel of God. I don't believe in one specific God. I barely believe that there's a higher being. Barely believe that there's an afterlife. My joke is my afterlife is me working the front door at a white supremacist rally and I'm black. That is mine. My big little brothers who are of a darker color would have to work security too. That was our running joke for the longest time. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is yesterday's note, so this is what I'm talking about. Mass, no, it's not like going to a Catholic church, not church all day. Learning. Like I said yesterday, it's like CCD. It's like you're not praying the whole time you're there. Think of that shade tech. Minutes. Yes, but unfortunately, I got to see the little boy in there, so I don't even know if he's in there anymore. I'm not going to scream things like that in front of a little boy. I remember what I heard sometimes when I was young, and sometimes it sticks. I mean, things like a tiger did stick, but that's just because you had a guy walking a tiger on a block. One of these days, one of those dangling carrot stories. Yeah, anybody who does the religion, their society, their order, their coven well and follows positive and productive things with it, you got me. You can do whatever you want. So, except for Satanism because it scares people. That's not being productive. You want to be a Satanist, maybe be quiet about it. Because little boys and girls think of, you know, the guy with the horns, you know, in front of a television, go, wah, and children don't need to be scared if they don't want to be, or children don't need to be scared just to amuse yourself. Free Bob Ferris! He's in LA and he wants to be free. His daughter Liz asks everybody to mention it so it'll get back to him or back to his org. Gotta do that every day. Yay! Yeah, exactly. The diocese isn't expecting you. And weirdly enough, if somebody from here went to St. Mary's and said, I'm leaving the Church of Scientology, can you help me? I've got nobody within 3,000 miles of me. They would get her hooked up and not try to recruit her until after they were done. So, how overextended are you? And like Natalie said this, Natalie? Or Marilyn said this morning. It was Natalie. Like Natalie said this morning, you can buy everybody's information everywhere. It's putting it on your own website and on your own blog that makes it doxing. So I can buy stuff I've learned because of Ancestry, just trying to find out where things are, where people are. Oh, that's a relative. I wonder if they're still in Denver. I wonder if there's an address in Denver. That's, you know, $42 people search. That's not hard to do. So, hi. Go for it. They're trying to figure out a way to get inside. I'm not yelling, it's a cult with a child inside. So, yeah, so being able to buy it somewhere. And Marilyn said, no, you can't buy a brain fog, help me people. You can't buy a complaint, police thing, that they give them to you. And she reiterated, because he said it was the detective who asked it back, for Miriam's stuff back. Marilyn said it's because that he shouldn't have had it in the first place. And that he was making it public. And that wasn't going to help Miriam's case. So, did they go in? Did they go in? Did they go in? They said they were crashing. They didn't? Yeah. Yep, they did. They were just crashing my little thing. Where? Oh, there's a doodle in the restaurant. In San Francisco, you can do that. As long as they're well behaved, you can have a doodle in the restaurant. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, we're still cracked, so that means we haven't had anything I have to complain about. Oh, anybody who watches this who's in LA, it complained to the FCC. Signal jamming is highly illegal. So send a complaint to the FCC. They'll start working on it, and they won't. Scientology won't find out because they do it undercover. They have no qualms about catching them in the act. So you can always do that. Let's see, what else today? See, I got thrown off by the kid. Ugh, I feel so bad. Oh yeah, see, yesterday, I was really mad yesterday. If you need help, you can get a hold of the Aftermath. Their number is 888-FREE-002. They will help you walk out the front door. I'm putting it in a nice way so the kid does understand. So yeah, I know I'm going to be 24 hours late, and in the internet world, that is 24 hours in another completely different realm. But Aftermath was not started also by MR. That, as Marilyn would say, burned my biscuits. Was like, how dare you? Yeah, they were inspired by the whole program. They weren't inspired by you and Leah Remini. They were inspired by the Aftermath program. Big difference. You know, you don't really get inspired by just one person. You get inspired by the subject around the person, and that's what happens. And if this person happens to be in it, then they're in it. You know, they're a peripheral, believe it or not, in their inspiration. So Aaron seems to be taking this well, and he understands what's going on, and he seems to be adult, or he just understands the world. So what is he doing? Not really talking about it much. Wouldn't that be nice? But then again, it would make MR completely irrelevant then. And that's what he doesn't want to be. There's nothing wrong with being irrelevant. It's actually nice sometimes. Your families miss you. When was the last time you got a hold of your family? When was the last time you got a hold of your sister or brother? Do you miss your teddy bear? I can do that because the kid will just go, who's teddy bear? Does your teddy bear miss you? Hell, if they believe in Xenu, they can believe that their teddy bear can miss them. So, your mom probably has your teddy bear, moose, bunny, squirrel, snake, tarantula. I had a stuffed tarantula. It was awesome. On her bed, waiting for you, and she cries about you every night. Or your grandmother, or your cousin, or your aunt, whoever brought you up, or your uncle. Let's not be, sexist here. Or your cousin, or your dad, has your whoopee and misses you. Yes, I had a 3-foot wide tarantula that bent its arms. He was called Harry. And I used to wrap him around me and run around the house. I don't know how my dad feels about spiders. My mom loves spiders, obviously. I missed him. I left him with my bio dad, and I forgot to get him, so I lost him. Of course, I've never found another one again, which the bodyguard doesn't mind. Talking about Harry.
Spider.
Yeah. He doesn't like spiders. I have looked. I found ones that aren't as interesting, but... How much do you owe the credit company? You probably owe a lot more than you think. When was the last time you looked at your credit score? Do you have a bank account? If you don't have a bank account, how much you have hidden in that space you hide things? Probably not a lot. Thank God pizza's heck cheap here. So, lots of fast food. Well, San Francisco fast food, which is pizza and noodles and burritos. But I heard that there's a place in Mission that costs $22 for a burrito. That's bonkers. They may have started here, but they don't have to act like it. But then again, we started avocado toast too, and I was part of that revolution by accident. And it was, what's the big deal? It's just avocado on a toast. And that turned into was it a whole genre of style? So yes, I'm just a bougie. Ugh. Let's see what else. This was like a 2.5 pager yesterday. Blind tech we got.
Dingo. Dingo.
Dingo? Did you say dingo?
Yeah.
Okay, we found a dingo. You saw him. If you want to help, you can join the Peace Corps. It doesn't have a freeloader debt. Yeah, this is a whole section here. Criticism is not a reason to be... Oh, criticizing is not a reason to be declared. Ask questions. Knowledge is power. There are libraries all over our city that you can go to. You buy information you don't post, overextended files, aftermath. Yes. Oh yeah. Yesterday MR almost got me. He almost made me think I was irrelevant. A lot more than I am. Because he pulled the keyboard warrior non-apology, and then he started with the those who do and those who don't comment, and it made me just immediately go, oh, I comment, I'm not relevant, so that means I shouldn't. And then Natalie turned me around and I went, oh, okay. Do you miss your family? Does your family miss you? Do you get phone calls from your parents, cousins, best friends saying they would love to talk to you on your voicemail because that's all they know? Do you get emails saying they miss you? Do you ever want to respond to those emails? Do you ever want to answer those phone calls instead of sending them to email? Voicemail? Criticism is not a reason for disconnection. My thing when I got upset about MR was jealousy about the younger ones is worthless. They will take over because our faculties diminish. Get over it. And it's the truth. So I'm a keyboard warrior who has shoes. Oh, I guess that meant that I can go out and do things. Because, but the thing is, not everybody needs to go out and do things. Do you miss gaming nights with your friends and family? Do you miss long drives singing stupid songs with your friends packed in a car? I always think of when we didn't have seatbelt laws and there'd be like 10 of us in a Pinto, like a rolling pack of puppies. We are not a gang. We are all independently owned and operated. We do not get a hold of each other in some weird black off and tell each other where we're going, what we're doing, and what we're saying. We really don't have any. I personally don't have everybody's phone number. I have none, actually. So I can only get hold of people on a computer or a phone. But nobody has my phone number either. So we are all doing this because we care about you. We want want you to come out and have a better life and a better focus and not be afraid to get old, because unfortunately your society treats older people worse than the welfare system does. And yes, we have something called welfare. It's usually towards women and children, but it's also towards the elderly. So you want to be able to contribute to this society or this operation here so you can be a happy elder person and have people come and visit you and listen to the stories you have, because elders are always interesting to listen to. That's how histories get transferred. In countries that don't have languages, it gets passed down through mouth and pictures. And that way you can absorb it and experience it more. Wouldn't you like to experience the history of the part of the world that you belong to? Are you having a good day? Thank you. You have a good day. You have a better one. Good luck. Whoops. That's for me. You have to put it back up. Does your family miss you? Do you wish you weren't disconnected from your family or your friends? He didn't put the shade back up. Do you wish you were with your family? You do not have to be overextended. And he left the door open. All of the credit cards that you owe, you probably have more that you owe than you do, or that you think you do. Do you wish you didn't have to have 2 jobs? Did you wish you didn't have to have as little money as you do? Oh, they're shaking hands. This will not be something you will look forward to in the future. They will take as much money as they can, and in the end, you'll wind up wondering what you did with all that money. You're now one Thetan, but by the time you're clear, you become more. You can never get rid of them, even at OT8. Even what Zunu said. Zunu? It's Zunu. Zenu's the one who brought you here. He put the Thetans in a volcano, blew up the volcano with a hydrogen bomb. Isn't that so 50s? Ooh, I'm playing. Let's take them first. Do you want to live in the 50s? Do you want to go by the doctrine that a man who never changed his mind the whole time? They practically ran to the back. Did you see that? Yee! I like it here. I could just stand here all day. And they have a shade back, so everybody's probably still. How much are you overextended? When was the last time you talked to your family? When was the last time you had a home-cooked meal? When was the last time you played stupid board games with your friends? The friends you had when you were children? Do you miss having a best friend that you can tell anything to that you would not get reported for? Do you miss trusting people? Do you wish you could trust the people that were around you? Did you wish you didn't have to compete with the people around you all the time? Did you wish you didn't have numbers that you had to make and follow and make better the next week? Not the next year, but the next week. You'll never achieve the stats they want you to. When you hit OT8, there is no OT9 or 10. The man who was the leader of this society died of a stroke. He did not vacate his body vacated him. He before that. Unfortunately, he was also a convict of fraud. The doors closed like I'm done. It rocked back and forth and let me talk. And then it stopped like, okay, you're done. So I guess I'm done. But you can see the chandelier. This is what the wind's like right now. Can you see the chandelier going back and forth? Let's see. I wonder if any of these work. No. Which sucks because it's a really great gimbal with the I just stand here and wave for a while. Hi. Hi. So it's hard to be mad at somebody who's being nice to you. I've known that. Remember, I can tell people how to go to hell and have them look forward to the trip. So I guess one for the road. Do you miss your family? Does your family miss you? Do you wonder why you're spending so much money on this and you don't seem to be getting any enlightenment out of it? All you seem to be getting is work. Do you wish that you could study without having to spend all that money? You can go on eBay and buy a used set. Not big of a problem. You shouldn't have to buy everything brand new from these people. It's just not fair. Your family wants you to come home. Hi, fuzzy pink handcuffs. Your family wants you to come home. Your friends would like to see you instead of talk about you at dinner when they're out having really good fun and about to go to a club afterwards, or a jazz club, or a poetry reading, or the orchestra, the symphony, the punk band down the road. They really do miss you. No matter what anybody says, your family and friends miss you, and they will until you come back, and they will take you back without a problem. And this will not fall apart because you're not here. If there are millions of people in this society, how could it fall apart with just you not being here? You will not get pneumonia. And you know what? If you do, it's purely curable. You can go straight, you can walk to a hospital from here. You can walk to 2 hospitals from here and get it cured. I would know. My mother had it 14 times. It was a hobby for her. The only time they can't catch pneumonia is when your lungs fill up. And your lungs don't fill up overnight. Most likely the people who had pneumonia in modern day didn't pay attention to it until they couldn't breathe anymore. And that's when it's too late. If you're sick, you can go to a hospital. Doctors will not do voodoo on you and change your mind while they're working on you. They will help you and they will fix you and you will not die like lots of celebrities have because they were so far advanced because they didn't trust doctors. Do you miss driving around? Because I know you don't have a car here in San Francisco. Nobody has a car who doesn't have the money. And I mean McDonald's money. Don't you wish you could bug your friends to drive you to work, to school? Oakland has free community college if you live in Oakland. You can always get your GED online, but you don't need a GED to get a job. I am the walking example of that. You need experience. All you need to be is good at what you do. And all of you in there are good at what you do. It's been flogged into you. We will not do anything out here. The only thing we're going to do is help you because we are nothing but compassionate. We are nothing but emotional. Emotions and compassion is what makes the world go around. Love is what makes things work. Electricity doesn't hurt, but emotional beings are what we are. It's not wrong. It's not wrong to be emotional. How can you clear people if you don't have an emotion about it? One more time. Your mothers and dads and uncles and aunts and cousins and the person who brought you up misses you ferociously. Okay, I'm done. Hi, Danny. I'll see you tonight, I'm sure. But yeah, I've been on here for 40 minutes and oh, somebody asked me, was it fuzzy? It's my own time limit. I honestly didn't know that I could do half an hour, and now that I'm going up and up and up, I want to do 2. Sometimes I think I'm going to wind up doing DOA when it gets to be August, and if they're still here, and I haven't just drive them absolutely bonkers. So yeah, I don't think there's anybody here because nobody's. Did they rush them all in the back? Where's that kid's home? Please don't let that kid be here. No, I don't see him. She's just turned away from me. Okay. Yeah, no, maybe I'll just park it. It's a great spot. Hell, I can come here all day long and get breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Have the husband go, is she still there? You need to come home. So, let's see. One more one shot, because I haven't done it today, of my pyramid. Hello, pyramid. How are you, pyramid? And then I will go, because darn, my hands are cold. And I might actually get donuts today. That's 4 days in a row, right? Okay, people, have a good one. When you go to sleep, do you think of your families? Do you miss them? They miss you. They always will. You have to talk to your families because they love you. They love you more than you ever thought they did. On that note, I'll talk to you guys later. Now if I gotta learn how to end this. Woo! Okay, bye guys.